Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is April. This is Plan with April. And if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is a return flight for you, welcome back. Today I am in the Happy Planner pages, keeping with the theme for Halloween. I do have some washi that I pulled, and we are going to be utilizing that. I also pulled just some, random purple, orange, and yellow Tombow markers. For full disclosure, these four are new. I just got these because I only had light purples, and I was like, you know what? I need some dark purples. So got those in. We'll see if we can utilize those as well. First things first, what I want to do for the sidebar is a little bit different than I normally do. So, or do I want to start with this? I don't think I have enough. Let's see. I don't know if I have enough to finish out this whole month like I was planning on. I'm running out. Why is that so darn crooked? Do you see that? That is really crooked. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. On the edge, on the edge. I honestly think maybe the page is a little crooked, or it's just how my day's gonna go. A little off balance, and that's okay. So there's that one. Let's do this one really quick. Oh, let's do it this way. It's a little bit easier for me to see it. Get it lined up for the most part. Okay, perfect. So I am thinking for the sidebar, let's take this orange, and I want to do I don't know if this is going to work out well, but I want to try it. Then I'm going to pop in with my G2, my Palette G207, and I want to do daily words. So this is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because I rarely use my sidebar. I'm thinking maybe this would be a good way to kind of utilize it a little bit. And then I'm going to go in here with the purple. I love this color of purple. Oops, I just wrote all over myself. Not my first time putting a Tombow lid back on, but it sure seems that way. And then I am going to do this one for sleep. And I'm going to have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I hope I don't get less than 6 hours of sleep. That would be awful. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I'm just going to rough draw this in. Perfect. So I'll track my sleep this week, and then I'll pop in here with the bright yellow. Vitamins, and then I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that takes care of the sidebar. Now, I do want to go in here. I have some different things that I want to put in, so maybe I will continue with this theme. This is going to be a new layout this week. I haven't done this layout before, but if you saw the video on Monday, you saw that I have been kind of revamping the way I'm looking at organizing stuff. So I want to go in here and I want to pop in here, 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 and you'll notice I'm laying my Tombow marker pretty much flat on the page to get that really thick, broad line. Now you could also do this with Happy Planner sticker boxes or other boxes that you have. This would probably be a quarter of an hour, or you could use a quarter box and do it that way too. I know I don't have these colors in quarter box or any boxes for that matter. So I am making this out of markers so that it still has that feel of the different colors and it's organized and it's how I want it to be laid out, but I'm not stressing over finding the perfect sticker for it. So this is going to be AM routine. Ooh, I was close to writing in that. My desk is natural wood. This is real wood. It's not like a top. So this crack right here is an actual crack, like actual boonk, actual crack. So I have to be careful when I'm writing, because if I fall into it with my pen, it's like whoop, and it'll put a hole in the paper. So there for a minute, I did have a cover on this and I did like it, but I kind of like the natural wood look. Yeah, I just really, really like it. So for my AM routine, I am going to put in here those are like my check boxes. "20-minute walk." "Make and pack lunch." And then check out any comments on YouTube and reply as I have time. So another thing I want to put in here, and maybe I'll grab the orange again, down here under this notes section, I do know that this week I am going to be doing specific tasks at work. So I will put in here that I am going to be doing, what do I want to call it? I'll just make a list. Record request, call logs, merge, media, and next functions. Oh, and emails. Yeah, so that'll be specific for this week. I like that. And then coming back in here, this is the Tombow 665. Sorry, I didn't tell you the colors. This is the 925 and this is the 025. Then in here, again, laying it pretty flat to get that bold line. I want to do like priorities. So there's my priorities. I think I'll go this way. little bit more on that one. Obviously, you can see that I am still focused on what better habits, not wetter, better habits. So those are my priorities this week, is to eat well, obviously get my water intake so that that is something that I'm not struggling with. And then we're gonna do errands. And these are going to be a little bit different for each day. So I got one errand on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and 1 on Wednesday so far. P.O. box on Monday. Deposit drop off on Tuesday, and our regular mailbox, the end of our lane. And then on Wednesday, I need to drop off Amazon returns. So that's perfect. And then I want to do my PM routine. What do you guys think so far of the colors and the layout? Is it too busy for you? Do you like the boxes better, or are you liking the like headers in a bold color to show, you know, the separation? Okay, so we've got that, and then I do want to put in here, it won't take very much space, but I do want to put what we're having. Well, could I do it there? No, I think I want to do it here. So dinner, we are going to be doing spaghetti and meatballs. One of my friends got an elk this year, so he brought me in a couple pounds of burger. So I'm going to make half of the burger. So I'm going to take 1 pound of meat. I'm going to split it. So half a pound is going to go into making Italian meatballs, and then the other half is going to go into making porcupine balls. However, now I say that aloud and I need to look up, because it's not a word I say very often at all, porcupine. There it is. And then I always think there's a Q and there's not. And then dinner on Wednesday, I'm going to do a California roll sushi. And all that has is imitation crab, a little bit of wasabi, some rice wine vinegar, and then of course rice and cucumber. And I do the seaweed on the top. So I put the rice on the seaweed paper, put all the stuff inside of it, then roll it so that the outside is the paper. That's easier for me to do than to flip it and put the rice on the outside. It gets a little sticky for me. Okay, so I feel like right now we're at a really good place to add in some washi tape because we haven't really decorated so far. And I'm feeling confident that I can add some of this and just bring a little pop of color to the layout. So we'll do that. And then I've got this thick stripe here that I think I want to do right in there just to add a little bit more of that visual texture. I think that is it for that side. I like how that looks. So keeping in with that, I will quickly pop this down so we have it. And then the weekend obviously is going to look a little bit different than the weekdays do, because I do tend to do a lot more on the weekends than I do during the weekdays. So let's go ahead and get in here and let's do our AM routine. That's going to be the same across the board. Oh, oops. We walked last night and then we were like, what do we want to watch? Like, what's on TV? None of our shows have renewed. Like, we don't have a fresh episode to watch. So we were like, what do you want to watch? Flipping through way too many of the streaming services because I think we have pretty much all of them as our subscriptions. Finally, it was probably, I don't know, it was late in the evening. We finally just decided on Deadpool and Wolverine, and we made it maybe a quarter of the way through. And I turned and I looked at Wes and I'm like, I am exhausted. Can we just finish this tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, I've been tired too for like the last 15 minutes. I'm like, why did you not say anything? He's like, well, you know, and I'm like, no, let's go to bed. I am so tired. Oh, pack, not plan. Haha, just kidding. Oh, so I got a question in one of the comments of whether or not I was going to continue to do the washi tape subscription into, I keep going in 2026. I am considering changing that to something similar but different. Here is the reason why. I absolutely love decorating envelopes every month and picking out different washi tape that I can send out to washi members. However, the cost of postage is outrageous. I don't know when the last time you guys mailed a letter, but come on. It's encroaching $1 for a stamp. It's not really quite there yet, but it's encroaching. So I'm considering maybe raising the price of that membership, which just, ugh. And you know, if you're part of that membership group. It's usually one washi card, which a washi card is like this size, and I put upwards of 5 different washi tapes on a card. And usually I send 2 cards because I can't make up my mind on like which one I want to send or which washi tape I want to send. And then I usually send like a pack of stickers with it. So it's not just one washi card. There are some little extras in there too. And then once a month, we all get together. I mean, it's open to everybody, but if you are a washi card member, we all get our washi card out and we plan together. It's kind of like having a plan with me, all together. We're all using kind of the same washi tape. Well, we are using the same washi tape. So, excellent question. I haven't decided yet, like how much I'm going to raise it, if I'm going to change it completely. I would be interested to know if you are currently a washi tape member, what is your favorite part of that? And would you be bummed if it went away? Or would you be disappointed if the price was raised? Right now, I believe it's $2.99 for the washi tape membership. It would go up to $5. That's what I'm thinking, to cover like postage, the washi tape itself, the card, the envelope, you know, all the things that go into it. I'm not looking at making like a profit off of it by any means. It's just something fun that I like to do, and I like to give you the option as well to plan and, you know, have us use the same stuff. So for me, it's just fun. But with the way things are going, I don't necessarily want to lose money doing it. Priorities. Okay, so for Thursday and Friday, they're going to be pretty much the same. But for Saturday and Sunday, because I am home, they are going to be a little bit different for my priorities. So eat well, water, okay. So for Saturday and Sunday, filming on Saturday and chores, and then Sunday is our live stream event. Again, if you're a member of the washi tape tier, you hopefully have got your washi tape. If you haven't, please watch your mailbox this week. It should be arriving. And then we will do that on Sunday the 26th at 7 a.m. Pacific time. And then I've got errands. I don't have any errands on Saturday and Sunday, but I do have our granddaughter's last soccer game on Friday or on Saturday. And then Sunday, instead of doing errands, let's do this as meal prep. So we have got errands. So on Thursday, I need to stop at the bank and get bread money. I know that sounds comical. I have a friend who makes sourdough loaves, and every other week she delivers, and there's a whole group of us at work that order them. So I need to stop and get my bread money. And then we have last soccer game. But we found out yesterday at soccer, because today's Sunday that I'm filming this, we found out yesterday at soccer that she will also be doing basketball, and that starts in January. So we're super excited that we get to also watch her play basketball. She is so athletically inclined. She's so coordinated. And I'm sure all grandmas say that about their granddaughters, but she really is. I mean, to watch her, I call her lithium legs for soccer because she can kick the ball. Granted, it's a smaller field. They're only 6, so it's like a quarter the size of a regular soccer field. But she can stand at just beyond the half line and kick the ball into the goal. Like she's a very powerful kicker. Very powerful. All right, and then meal planning, that will get that. And then I am going to come down and I'm going to do routine here. Oh, another thing, I was talking to Wes, he's my husband, if you're new here. I was talking to Wes last night. Sometimes after we walk, we have these walking pads. Sometimes after we walk, the balls of my feet are sore. And so I told him at one point in time, and I know I'm not alone here, I invested in some dish pans. I think I bought them for our trailer, our camp trailer, but then I never used them. They're gray, they're heavy duty. So I think I'm going to take 2 of them. I think I got 3 of them for storage. Anyway, I think I'm going to take 2 of them. And then in the evenings after we walk, and we're kind of like after I take a shower and I come back out and we start watching a show, I think I'm going to put some hot water and Epsom salts in each of them and just have both of us soak our feet while we're watching whatever show we're watching, and just kind of do like a self-care type thing. So I need to find those. Today I have a ton of Amazon being delivered. For Christmas this year, for our kids, I'm going to do crocheted blankets. So for my son-in-law, I am doing a Seattle Seahawks themed one. So it'll be mostly navy blue. And then down towards the bottom, I'm going to do a stripe of white and then a larger stripe of like a lime green and then navy blue to finish it off. And then for our daughter, I'm going to do Oregon Ducks. She's an University of Oregon, right? Oregon State. Yeah, U of O. She is a duck, so I'm going to do it's going to be mostly white and then a strip of yellow and a strip of green. And then for the grandkids, I've already got both of them a blanket made. For our grandson, I did like a Spider-Man theme with the blue and the red. And then our granddaughter loves all sorts of colors of pink. So I made her a pink one with like variegated yarn. So hopefully, since I've got the kids done, hopefully I can get the 2 other blankets done before Christmas. Like that is going to be my goal. I will be sitting in the evenings, soaking my feet after we walk and get all of our chores done and just crocheting like crazy. And I haven't decided what size hook I'm going to use either, because I know if I use a little bit bigger hook, it's going to go a lot faster. And I think I'm just going to do double crochet for the whole thing. Otherwise, if I skip, I am not that great of a crocheter. I can make a mean blanket, but I called it ruffled edges because usually if I do multiple different types, like if I do 1 row of single and then a row of double, I get off. And so instead of having like a straight blanket on the sides, it's like, but it's not intentional. So it's like wavy lines. And then I have to do a border around it to try to fix it. And yeah, so I think I'm just going to make it simple for me. And I know single crochet will take twice as long. So I think I'm just going to do a double crochet for the entire blanket and just make it, a nice feel. So that was a sidetrack, but I was thinking about it because I started, Wes calls it the sick blanket. I did a scrap blanket with all of my off-whites, beige, and browns, and it's huge. It weighs so much because I did 2 skeins on the hook when I went through it. And I think I used a 5.5 hook, so pretty small for 2 skeins of yarn on the hook at the same time. Anyway, so it's super, super bulky, super, super thick, really warm, really heavy. So I started another one, and it's way long and way wide. Like, it could fit probably on a double bed as like a huge blanket. Anyway, started another one with all of my other scraps, like just random colors. And it is, well, super heavy and super thick. So now we have 2 sick blankets, which I feel like is the perfect time of year, right? To have 2 on hand. I mean, what if we both, but this second one I made is big enough for both of us. So we'll see. He already called the other one, but I think once he sees the size of this one, because I'm almost done with it, I think he's going to want it. I think he's going to change his mind. And that's the other thing. I hardly ever count unless I'm doing a pattern that requires like an odd or even amount. So when I first do the chain, I just measure it like how it lays across my lap, or if I'm doing it vertically, I'll lift it up and see how tall it is compared to me. And both of our kids are tall. Our son-in-law is really tall, so I'll need to measure it against Wes to make sure, because Wes is one of those that likes to tuck his feet under and then have it go above his head. Like, he wants it to be plenty long and plenty wide, so, and no holes. He does like a tight crochet, a tight, like, no holes in it. He doesn't like his fingers or his toes to go through the blanket. Now that I'm saying all this, he's very high maintenance, isn't he? Especially with blankets, my goodness. Crack me up. All right, and then let's go down here and do our dinner. We've done really well. We started eating better back in September. And since we've been on like the Whole Foods, no prep, like no grocery store prepped items, we're eating out of the freezer, the pantry, the fridge, and the canning stuff that I did a couple months ago. We haven't been out to eat since then, and we're doing really good. We even made pizza the other night with a homemade crust, and then mozzarella cheese. I did basil and tomato. What else did I do? That's all it was. Basil, tomato, and mozzarella. So like a margarita pizza. Love margarita pizzas. So this is going to be leftovers. This night is going to be a beef and broccoli inspired, but I'm leaving out some like sugar in the ingredients, and I don't use MSG. So it's kind of inspired by beef and broccoli. And that's going to either have rice noodles with it or actual rice. I haven't quite decided yet. Oh, and the porcupine balls, I'm going to do French green beans. I don't know why I like French green beans more than I like regular green beans. They're no different as far as taste, but it's just that fancy French style green beans. I know, it's silly. And then paninis. Chicken sandwiches, but we'll do paninis. Oh, did I tell you guys? I think I already told you. But if I didn't, I did a recipe the other night for like a grilled cheese sandwich, but I did grilled onions and apples off of one of our trees and sliced the apples, sliced the onions, got those all caramelized together. And then I put a slice of pepper jack cheese on it, and then took some sourdough and toasted it. Oh my gosh, one of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my life. Wes had his with stone ground mustard, and I had mine with honey mustard. Totally will do that again. And then on Sunday will be leftovers once again, so that we use everything that we have in the fridge. Now, if I have anything else that comes up during the week, my plan is I do have this space down at the bottom that I can use. I don't really want to go in and add any more like decorations or ephemera. I wanted this, oh, except I have to add this. I wanted this to be pretty like simple and easy for me to refer to this week and just see where I'm at. Like, what do I need to do? Also, I was going to ask you guys, have you ever seen the housekeeping system using index cards? I saw, like, I was going through my YouTube feed the other day and I saw something about that. I didn't watch it. I think I'm going to go back and watch it because I thought that was interesting. Either that or I'm going to take inspiration from the housekeeping book that I've seen on Amazon multiple times because I've looked at it multiple times, and see if I can't create a better household routine and like keep those chores organized. So that is my goal for that. Anyway, this is the end of my planning for the week of the 20th through the 26th. I have a lot of things that I'm excited to check off. I've got a lot of check boxes to do. I hope you have an amazing week. I will see you down in the comments. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.